They're supposed to be the best of times, but dream vacations can take tragic turns, and today we're revealing travel horrors hitting too close to home. And here with more is travel expert and founder of Travel Therapy, Karen Shaler. So Karen, thanks again so much for being with us. So these terrifying images of a family fleeing for their lives from safari cheetahs really captivated DailyMailTV viewers. But safari horror stories, this is a real thing.
It is.
What can you tell us about this?
You know, it's really horrifying when we see these pictures, especially because it's happening so often, and that's what's really a concern. They're cute animals. People are risking their lives to get pictures. We can see video here. There was a family that got really lucky. They were able to get out of the car, which you're never supposed to do, and they had a child just to get pictures. This could have turned tragic so fast. And this is what we're seeing in South Africa, other safaris that we're having so much problems with. We have a 22-year-old girl from New York, a recent grad, had her window down. A cat was able to get to her, a big cat, and she died.
Oh, wow.
So this is serious. I was in South Africa. There was an elephant, and they always say, you know, elephants, you never know. The elephant got spooked, literally flipped a Jeep with my guide in it into a tree.
Really?
So you're never safe, and you have to follow the rules.
Okay, so there are people out there that are still going to go on safari.
Absolutely.
Before they do, what do they need to do to make sure that they stay safe?
Absolutely, and I love safari, so I'm not saying not to go, but again, be smart. There's signs posted, stay in your car. Keep your windows rolled up, no matter how hot it is outside. Also, a big one, when you're in one of those safari Jeeps, an elephant has really blurry vision. They can see a big thing. But if you lean out, they always tell you, but everyone leans out to get pictures. All of a sudden, you're one person and the elephant can charge. That's really a #1 thing, just to be so careful. And base camp as well. When you're at camp, when the guards say, don't go anywhere without us, don't. I know a situation where a woman just went to the bathroom 5 feet away, and she died.
I'm not a safari expert, but I do have one last tip, which should seem obvious. People don't do this, though. Don't feed the animals. I was just in South Africa. I was down at Cape Point. There were baboons laying around. There were so many signs everywhere saying don't feed animals, and still, I watched about 4 or 5 different tourists get their purses taken, get their cameras stolen. Some got attacked. They are very violent. They're very sudden animals. No matter what, just do not feed the animals. These are wild animals.
Absolutely.
You have to remember. Make sure you stay safe. Okay, well, it's not just safaris that vacationers need to watch out for. There's a new shocking crocodile attack that's making news. What happened here?
You know, absolutely. We all remember that horrifying video of the 2-year-old who was vacationing in Florida that got snatched away from its family, and he was found 2 days later killed. Well, now we have a croc attack that just happened. A bride-to-be, she's about to get married with her fiance. She's doing one of these kayak trips in Zimbabwe, and a 12-foot croc grabs her arm and rips it off. What I love about her spirit is she's so thankful to be alive. She still got married in the hospital. She's showing off her ring with, as she said, her one hand she has left, and she has that thankfulness. But again, it just shows you that these kind of things are happening. You have to be careful.
It's unbelievable. She got married literally days after that incident occurred. Very, very lucky that it was only her arm that she lost.
Absolutely.
But it's a good ending to that, otherwise what could have been a very, very scary story. All right, so if you want to sign up for a water excursion on your next vacation, what do you have to do to stay safe?
Exactly. Well, I think the biggest thing is there are no guarantees. So you want to know your risk. You know that waiver you sign, there's a reason for it, because it is risky. And second of all, check your travel insurance. It often doesn't cover you internationally. And what you really want is to make sure there's evacuation insurance and how to get you to a hospital outside the area. That's what you want to invest in for insurance. Also, do a quick Google search. Check out your tour company. Make sure if something pings and there's accidents, you might want to pass on that. And lastly, tell someone where you're going. Old school. Give them an itinerary. If you're going gator hunting, text and say, I'm going gator hunting. If I'm not back, something's going on.
I think it's great advice. Okay, well, you know, we talk a lot about cruise ship scares here on this show, and there's a new one that's been caught on tape. What happened here?
Well, you know, the cruise lines, you keep hearing these stories. This was Carnival Cruises' Carnival Dream, which turned into a nightmare when a water main broke, flooded the whole deck. You can see video here trying to like bail out water. And in this case, about 50 different staterooms were impacted. And this is on the heels of Norwegian's cruise. This one, look at this video, it's gonna be coming up here. It is horrifying. Hurricane weather, water coming up over the deck, absolutely terrifying. Again, everybody's a journalist now. We're all traveling with video and cameras, so you want to get ahead of it and you want to make sure to stay safe. And if you ever, when they tell you to go under deck, go under deck.
Yeah. These are all very important things to keep in mind to make sure that you stay safe at home and you keep your family safe and your loved ones safe as well. Karen, as always, thank you so much for being here and shedding your insight.